Hi, my name is Richard. I'm going to discuss using the kit from Fix Your Own Foggy Windows and demonstrate how to use each part of the kit. A little disclaimer, if you break the window or hurt yourself, you're responsible, not us. The reason that you have a foggy window is a seal on one of the seals that mounts your double pane window has failed. It lets in outside air or inside air and builds up humidity inside of the space between the two panes of glass. When you have a failed seal, you get fogginess when the temperature is colder outside, for example. You have to fix it or replace your window or replace the seals. This is a very expensive proposition, maybe $1,000. So a few dollars for the kit makes some sense. If you break your window or crack it, doing the repair, we will suggest you're not really out of anything. You have to replace the window anyway. This is a practice window to get you some confidence in drilling holes in the glass. There is room to make over a dozen holes to build up your confidence, and we'll drill one later for you. Drilling requires lubrication from water. This device keeps the glass cool and lubricated while you're drilling. It's very important. If the water stops flowing, you will break your window, crack it, and maybe ruin the drill as well. When you hang it several inches over where you're going to drill, I make a mark. I have already drilled this window a couple of times, maybe an inch over the bottom of the window and a little bit from on the side or the last hole. If you hit the director, hang the director higher than the water supply, it won't leak. I will now tell you what I'm going to do because the drill makes so much noise. Have a charged battery. You're going to start with angle the bottom of the drill against a hole. I hold the drill with both hands. It's give me more stability. If you move out of the divot you're making, just move it back in. And over about 15 or 20 seconds, raise the drill to be perpendicular to the glass. And while you're in the groove you've started, just rotate the drill up and down and left to right a little bit. Not much pressure at all. Pressure breaks the window. When we enter the window, a little piece of glass will fall into the window. Fish it out if you can, otherwise it doesn't make any difference. When you're through, put down the drill, readjust the water director so it doesn't keep dripping away. I will now test the water, make sure it's flowing. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's flowing. And you want the tube against the glass. And the water flows over the glass. I will now drill the hole. Hardly any pressure. And make sure you go into the space. The disc fell out 3 or 4 seconds before I went in. Stop the flow of water, it just ends up inside and turns it off. Now we have to sop up a little of the water. Makes it better for the desiccant we'll be using. Just use a paper towel. And that will shorten the time for the desiccant to work. You can, if you can't get the disc out, don't worry. Now, when you have a foggy window, the streaking can occur. If it does occur, you have to clean it out. With this device, you have access to the window. Use Windex or household ammonia if you can stand the smell. Wring it out a little bit, and you go on your hole. And you can clean both sides of the window. You have to angle it so it goes in the right direction. You take it out of your few swipes and wet it again and wring it out and do it again. You should smooth off the hole with a sandpaper. That protects the desiccant. And the sponge. You should do this before you put the sponge in. I will talk about desiccant. We give you about 100 grams of desiccant. It's an indicator beads. This is active blue. This is absorbed all the water it can. It's pink. Just beat it in. You can put a couple of them in or more, and maybe stick the string, the retrieval string, in there as well, and put a piece of Gorilla tape over that. Now if I didn't have extra holes, the desiccant will be absorbing the water. If the desiccant takes a few days or even a month to turn pink, I'll use the big desiccant. If the desiccant stays blue for a month or two, use a small packet. It is an indicator too. This little strip is blue. This one is pink, but when you take it out, you can see an obvious difference. The desiccant is rechargeable. The blue snake, 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. The small ones, they will melt if you have too much heat. 225 for 45 minutes. It's in the instructions. So record the time, how long it takes to turn pink, and you will figure out, we have maybe desiccant in the frame of the window. The manufacturer sometimes puts it in. You have to dry out the desiccant maybe for a few times, and then it will stay blue longer. Good luck. Hope you enjoy your clean and non-foggy window. You can press.
What do I press?
The black.